If you've watched episode 10, you'll already know that I'm at home with Burnout right now. This week, it was decided for me that I had to try to go back to work, and so I was forced to teach a class again. As you might expect, this did not go well. Now, I'm not sure how this works in other countries, but here in Holland, when you get sick as an employee, you're forced to go to a doctor hired by your company so that they can determine at what point you're able to get back to work. For a couple of weeks, I was left alone by these doctors, but recently, they decided that I should go back to my job and teach a couple of classes. In hindsight, I should have told them that I wasn't ready for this whatsoever, but unfortunately, I just figured that this was necessary, and so I agreed to do so. On Tuesday, I went to the high school I worked for to teach said classes. When driving to work, I felt really bad and nervous, making me realize that I've been feeling this way about my job for quite a while now. It turns out I just pushed these feelings away as best as I could, and I just figured that being nervous all the time is just what working feels like. Now that I've taken a long break from my job, I'm starting to realize that this is naturally not the case. When I arrived at school, I was greeted by many of my students whom were genuinely happy to see me. Although this was great, I must confess that all I could think about was going back home as fast as I could. Once class started, I had no idea what I was supposed to do because, you see, I wasn't teaching my regular classes. I was supposed to teach some sort of a homework class that no one gave me any material for, so I wasn't able to prepare myself. I just told my students to make the homework that they had to do, and guess what? They were done in about 15 minutes. We now had more than 90 minutes left to do, well, nothing. I won't go into too much detail because I don't want to bore you, but I can assure you that time moved very slowly at that point. After class was basically over, I just raced home after the obligatory talks with some of my colleagues. Although I feel bad about not being able to work and teach my classes, I feel even worse about agreeing to go to work while I wasn't ready for it. These doctors just want me to go back to work as fast as possible because that's what they're paid to do, right? They don't really care about my well-being, but hey, at least this was a learning experience for me. Finally, if you'd be so kind to click on the like button and also click on the subscribe button, that'd be amazing. Don't forget to click on the little bell when subscribing though, because you will not get notifications. Otherwise, thank you for watching.